Hey, I'm Brian Van, SportbikeTrackGear.com, and we're here with an update on our 2026 STG Kawasaki salvage project bike. This project is brought to you by our friends at Wheel DynoWorks and Precision Track Days. Partnered up with both of them. Nate over at Wheel is going to support us with some ECU flashing, some velocity stacks, and of course, where's Max Van going to be riding this Kawasaki when I get it put together? Well, that of course is going to be with our good friends at Precision Track Days. So, we gave you a look at this before. This thing, I haven't touched it, man. We're snowmobiling right now. That's what we've been up to. You can see, I can't move too fast because he's got this camera in his hand, but you can see Max Van's snowmobile's torn apart right now. Got a little suspension issue that I'm sorting out. But we're ready to dive into the project now. So what I did is when I had the bike in here, I assessed the parts that looked to be damaged without tearing it down, that I knew I had to have in order to even get the project started. For all of my OEM replacement stuff, what I decided to do is I worked with my buddy Kyle over at Northeast Cycle Outlet, right? He works with used parts, does a fantastic job. We've used him before. I highly recommend him to everybody. What did I buy? We got a swing arm because the spool mounts were bent badly. I didn't want to straighten them or have those re-welded. The front forks are obviously pretty bent. The radiator's got a little damage, so we got a used radiator. That thing needs to be scrubbed. We got a caliper for the one side and the front. It's got a gouge in it. I'm just not going to leave that. Our front wheel is completely smashed, so we had to get another front wheel. And to have a second set, I bought a spare set of wheels along with it. All the stuff from them showed up in great shape. Like I said, you look at the radiator, it's kind of dirty. It was used on the street. I'm gonna throw it in the parts washer, we'll scrub it. It's gonna be great. Now for the stuff that people are really interested in. What are we doing for aftermarket parts? Well, suspension, we're gonna be using Owens. My buddy Barry Wessel is gonna be the guy that's gonna build all that for us once I get the bike reassembled and straightened out. We'll get all that stuff done from Barry, get a good baseline geometry thrown into it to ride. You know, probably gonna mix the tires up a little bit this year too. We'll probably use some Dunlop stuff that we have, maybe some takeoffs, try some Pirellis. I don't think Max has ridden on Pirellis previously. And then I hear Bridgestone has a brand new slick that's pretty interesting. Probably gonna get some of those and try those as well. We got a moto holders fairing stay for the front. That one's broken that's on the bike. Of course, right, you already know what exhaust I'm installing. We're going to install the M4 full system with the carbon muffler. Our good friends at Woodcraft are a big part of this project for us. We've got a whole stack of goodies here. We've got a full rear set kit. We have all of the engine covers for the Kawasaki. We have both front and rear axle sliders for the ZX-6. And then race bodywork. Once again, armor bodies from our friends at, and just look at this, from our friends at Woodcraft. The price on this is very affordable when you consider the level of quality that you're getting. This is what we're going to be installing on the project bike. We'll have install videos for everything that we're showing you here. Got the Superbike seat base, seat pad from our friends at Vortex. We got a clip-on set, we got some grips, we got some spools, we got some sprockets. We got the gas cap, we got the EK 3D chain, the same one we've been using on Max Van's 750s. And then of course, Max's favorite brake pads, the SBS DS1 pads. This is just the beginning of the project, and there's some other things we're gonna have to sort out. You know, I feel like the OEM triple clamps are going to be highly suspect. Rather than getting another replacement set of the OEMs, what I'm probably going to do is probably going to maybe get a set of the Attack triple clamps and put it on. That's kind of to be determined. I saw Graves has some pretty cool stuff that they've done with the upper clamp, right, to change the handling, a little bit of the Kawasaki. So I'm going to investigate there as I go. But step one now, right, is going to be removing the OEM bodywork to fully assess the damage, and then I'll begin to rebuild the front end of the bike. We're going to get a tire on one of those rims, get the rotors mounted up. We're going to get the forks off. We're going to get those forks on and see where we're left. I've got a chassis measuring system that I've been using for a few years from Heel Tech. Once I get the front end reassembled with the clamps that are on there, if they don't appear to be bent, okay, once I tear the bike down, I'll have a better idea if those look to be visually bent or not. We'll reassess as we go, but the goal is now get the front end back together, take a couple measurements, see where we're at, and once I have that all solidified, we'll be able to move through the rest of the project and do the really fun stuff. Stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of build videos with this bike. We're really excited. We think this is a project that's going to speak to a lot of people because this is a great way to put together a track/race bike. You can save a ton of money, right? There is a little bit of risk involved because, you know, the frame, there is a possibility it's bent. These super sport bikes have proven to be really resilient in crashing. Like we've had one of his 750s go down really hard, and I mean, it looked mangled. The forks, it was twisted, it was terrible, right? It was a heartbreaker. I replaced the triple clamps, the forks, took a couple measurements, the frame was fine, right? So my hope is, my expectation with this Kawasaki is that's going to be more of the same. Stay tuned until the next update.